Hey guys, hope that you're doing fantastic. Thanks for joining for another Just Because reading. So, welcome if you are returning, and happy birthday, happy anniversary, all that kind of stuff. Hope it's been fantastic for y'all. And if you are new, welcome. I might be a little bit different of a tarot card reader than what you're used to. I do use living language and scripture and stuff like that, and I am connecting with Jehovah Elohim, maker of heaven and earth. He is beautiful energy. He is the truth, the way, the life. He is Yeshua, and I'm not ashamed of him. And he's done the ultimate sacrifice and walked in this earth for you and I. And he prophesies a thing on this channel, and he gets up and wars through his people. And he's just for uprightness sake. And I'm not talking about, just starting war, but getting up and fighting for things that are truthful and stuff like that, and getting the wicked out of the earth. But anyway, that's kind of who I am in a nutshell. Welcome if you stay. So I just did a reading and I ended up deleting it. It's ridiculous energy that was coming out. I looked at two sides, and one side just had nothing but freaking ruckus going on, and no structure, and all kinds of people in their head and strife and everything else. And even though the other side was having some strife and stuff within the not strife, but was in the mind space. They still, it was because of what they knew on the other side was freaking going on. But anyway, I do want to take a look and see what the enemy is plotting, and let Jehovah Elohim blow it out the water. And so if you are in the upright and your heart is truthful, and I'm hoping that I am connecting with some people like that on the other end of this phone. Anyway, then for myself, I want to see what you're plotting if you're nasty at your heart, I guess. But what Jehovah Elohim will bring out on what the enemy of the wicked is plotting in the now moment. So let's take a look. I love you so much, Jehovah. I thank you for the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I think that we don't have to fear when we walk into the truth and into the light, just as you are in the light, because it really does set us free. Please show me energies of what the enemy is trying to plot, what's going on with people who are doing nasty. Expose them, please, Jehovah, I ask. I ask for your wisdom, your knowledge, your understanding. Step on the wicked. Get them out of the earth. Shake them right on out. Because they are of no worth. What are they trying to plot, Jehovah? What's going on right now? What was all that energy that you were bringing out? Show me what's going on. So we have a cup of love. Now this could be seduction energy. Okay, it could be seduction. I'm seeing the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. That would be headship. That would be a father, a boss. But we have a child type energy here showing up. And this is real creative energy. It's a surprise. It's some type of an announcement of something here. We have the Six of Pentacles showing up here. And this is, given that we're looking at the enemy and what they're trying to plot, there's payouts going on to manifest some type of ideas here. Give me just a second, guys. I want to take a look in the Hebrew and see what's going on, and see what Jehovah will allow us to know. Even if he just gives us, if he doesn't even give us a definition of the word, because sometimes he'll do that, we'll just take it for what it is, and for each letter. But we do have messages here and payouts, or somebody's given some type of generosity. We have the law showing itself to me as well. This is balancing something. But there's a decision over here with the Three of Wands. What is the enemy, Jehovah Elohim? I inquire your hand and your hand only. What are they plotting? What are they trying to seduce? What is this generosity with his hands out? about. What is this, please? Give me a couple of cards, please. You just cut them. You cut them, Jehovah. Take the top and the bottom. So we have we have government stuff showing up here, and we have we have Rick. Rick is here. Somebody named Rick could be prevalent to you in your situation. The energy will flow differently, I guess, for everybody. But there's an R and a Q. This is government stuff. This headship coming out. So my phone moved just a hair. This is a meeting that's taking place. Okay, there's some type of an event now. Obviously, we know the elections and all that stuff is going on. So that energy is going to be found here. It's really huge right now. But this is calling a meeting in the event and stuff like that, and gathering together to discuss the news of the camp. We had a bunch of people in that reading, and there was just a freaking ruckus going on, and the King of Cups was over that, and somebody was very much emotionally intelligent of what they were doing, and the Fool card was there, and even though there's foolishness there, that's still knowing. Somebody knew, because the King of Cups is emotionally intelligent, and he knows what he's doing, but he's crazy in his head there. Somebody was freaking crazy. And somebody knows that somebody is over something. He's playing a bunch of people, or got everybody now up in a freaking ruckus. You had the law over there all going at it and everything else, and the Resh was there. So we got boss's energy then showing up here. So the city is also in this section with these two letters. Obviously, you got headship and people meeting for meetings, and the city is here. There's contrary and opposition showing up here. Well, of course there is. Of course there is. We're looking at the enemy. So somebody's trying to escape, it says. It says a cool place to escape the heat. Where can we go? What can we do? I see that we could travel here. Where we're going to go. And then there's the magician, which is somebody who leads clans, and they're very skilled with what they do here, with their voice in their hands energy. We got somebody here who is a manipulator in the negative of this card, given that we're looking at the enemy. This goes back in the section going to a meeting and gathering together with somebody who reads a scroll. Okay. Give me a second. This is people that's called out for special purposes. Well, it's really good, bringing out like election stuff really big here. Well, obviously what is at the head is going to trickle down to the rest of the states, right? Somebody that was trying to figure out how to get away to a cool place, just metaphorically speaking. Maybe somebody does want to go live in a cool place. I don't know. I wouldn't want to. But anyway, somebody trying to get out of the heat of something because they know they're freaking in it. If we're talking about a scroll and somebody who leads a clan, then we're talking about somebody who is connected to spirituality. We do have a magician here, magic kind of crap, and all of that. But there is a meeting though to figure something out here. We also have in this section the web, the web of a spider as a sitting place is also here. That's interesting because it also goes to the word cold there as well. There's a log here used to sit on when meeting. So oftentimes we have in the woods or something like that as well. That could be past stuff where something's taking place. You could take it as you need to. It could be. It could be. Maybe they still meet there in the evening now, and maybe there's a fire there. Who knows? There's something precious though in this section of value. Is what it's stating here. Brightness, honorable, within something. Well, if the enemy, though, is trying to figure something out and there's pentacles involved and all of that kind of stuff, well, then I just seen the the little mice in one of my other readings at the bottom of the deck. And there was thievery there. And apparently that'd be real precious to the enemy, right? At the same time, somebody trying to get away with something here in the headship. The man, the boss, the chief of something. We're even out of governmental connections here. It's huge what's showing up here, actually. The word the other direction is draw or grass. The thin green blades of grass that are drawn out of the soil. What that means for why it's coming out here. A temple is here. There's somebody who leads a clan of people in a temple, like a spiritual leader here, people showing up in this word, but it is showing up here with the Aleph head being the magician, and that is spiritual stuff. This also, if you had two of the sun cards with the resh, it means spit. Could be done with some, we've often had that card come out, I hadn't seen it in a while, but Yehovah had me write down somebody who spits all the time. And the word is spit here in this section. That's interesting. They could be somebody in the connection that dips or something like that, whatever that is. There's mildew here in this section. There's something empty, a container where all of its contents have been drawn out also. Some type of emptiness is here. Well, obviously, we're dealing with an enemy. That's really interesting. His name could be Rick. Or there's something with the car here with the phonics. Ricker. That's death energy. We have that right here. There's stormy waters here, and there's law here. There's FBI here. There is sacrificing energies here showing itself to me. I won't go into all the details why I'm seeing it, but it is here. And there's messages and seduction around this. There's the Queen of Wands showing herself there. Well, don't you know? What do we need to know about our enemy right now, Yehovah? What do you want to bring out further about this energy, please? Something, though, is going to be overturned, regardless what they're doing. This energy is a forcible overthrow and going to Yehovah's government. He's setting up his statutes and laws and putting his headship in there. And apparently the enemy must know if they're trying to get out of the heat of something, because there's a big freaking ball of fire here, because there's death issues showing up, but there's been secrets around it. You can't seduce, you just can't seduce and think you're going to get away with something. Money talks though, right? But it's going to end up being a curse. It didn't work last time that you did it. That's why people are trying to freaking get out of stuff, because it didn't work. You just keep making it worse and worse and worse. So we do have the celebrations and stuff like that going on, which is cheerfulness and people gathering together and stuff like that. And then we have the conversation card, and it's also a verdict, which would go back to judges and things like that. It's interesting to me how Yehovah bring a thing out, and it's really happening in the earth with the government right now. People of high regard meeting together and stuff like that, and yet we're asking about the enemy. Death. There's death here, people. Even at the top. On a governmental level and statewide level and city level. In organizational levels. Because whatever's at the top is going to trickle on down. There's death here. And there's seduction found here with these messages. Somebody paying off somebody to do something here, I feel. The shin, the teeth, to end something as well. Melancholy. The wisdom of the, like the Hermit card. The wife is here as well. And the journey. Well, of course somebody is trying to get out of here. They really are. They know. Interesting. Somebody's name could be Carrie. Don't have to be, but I'm hearing the name Carrie for somebody. Cora could be a name as well. But there's a car here. And the name Rick is here. And then there is a spiritual leader here. And there's death twice here with the seduction and this creativity energy. Yeah, there's the 5 of wands that we've seen in that reading. The little player was also in that reading, and somebody was in greed, and that's, you know, witchcraft as well. We do have the magician energy there, and the Fool wants to come out again, and it was also in that reading a minute ago. And so somebody does know about the ruckus. They do know about the seduction, the stubbornness. Something's of value here, it's stated. And there's a player here, people. There's a player here. Because somebody knows what they're doing. They're playing government. They're playing the law. Maybe the law knows. Maybe they don't know. I don't know. I want to hope not. I really want to hope that our government is going to get up and help somebody, knowing that there's somebody that's been freaking put out around death issues. The past. What's the most important thing that we need to know about our enemy? Because we know they're freaking players. We know it. Decision, secret exchanging. And there are ships in the background here. But there is secret exchanging going on. Secret money and plotting happening here. Because there's playing energy. And they know what they're doing. They do know. They're getting everybody all up in a freaking ruckus to get everybody's mind off of something. We do have the little spy here and gossipy, and somebody's keeping an eye on something within the situation. Yes, so they can secretly do what they freaking want to do. So the Resh does want to come up. So we do have FBI energies showing up here twice. We have 2 R's, R and R. We have the stormy water energy up here, which is prison energy as well. Sacrifice, people. Sacrifices here. They're trying to protect something and move it in a new direction because they do know that there's jail here, people. They just do. They know that there's death issues, and that's why they're trying to escape. Brainstorming. And everybody's just like frantic, but they do know that they've been sitting there. They do know. They absolutely do know they're trying to look from every freaking angle. They're in their head. And yet there's still secrets and exchanging and playing so that they can keep everybody's freaking mind off of something here. Bitterness. And they already know. There is great sadness for some people, but their pride and their ego with the sun here, they never turn around and take the cups because of the prison. They got clans going on here, people. They just do. We got judges here, and I don't like that because it's in the enemy. Unless it's just showing that they're playing, they're mixed in, people. They really are mixed in. There's death here. My God. So the judgment. We got leadership here. We got the head, the man, the boss, chief here, here, and here 3 times. That's interesting. And then the Four of Pentacles again, greed. There's a lot of witchcraft here. A lot of craziness, being at a stalemate, the X. And it stated something about a, what did it say? I don't remember now. Guess it doesn't matter. This is what Jehovah brought out about the enemy. There's communication. They're watching. They are exchanging, making decisions, sitting still until they get up and depart. It's a departing card. And we got headship here, people. That ain't good. We got judges here. That ain't good. Let the true judge stand up and judge the earth. It's disgusting to me.